Hello everyone, I'm Forrest McFreelava, and this is episode 7 of our Cities Skyline Atlantis Survival Challenge. We left off having added a bit more infrastructure to get people into our new residential areas. I'm going to go ahead and just continue the long and hopefully fruitful process of dezoning all of this low density residential and rezoning it as medium or highly high density residential. I don't know why that was so difficult to say just then. Essentially though, that's the plan. Also, we're going to keep expanding the city to the south, seeing as that's been working pretty well for us so far. Part of the plan is going to be shifting our industry and all of that a few tiles over again. Since there is a pretty hefty cliff face right here, so we want to avoid having to try to build on it to any great extent. We'll kind of see how this plays out. We may end up with a very long little section here. I guess there's really nothing too wrong with that. We're probably not going to try to build any more down this way, since that'll be very quick to come to problems. Looks like we have basically no fire defense in this area, as you can tell by the burning buildings. So we will get a small local fire station, hopefully to calm things down at least a little bit. And we can actually afford a good couple of these little guys. It's not really the most optimal thing, but it is a lot cheaper than saving up for a larger one. Although obviously much less effective as well. We still have that one giant loan, but all of our small loans should be fine. And yeah, eventually we will connect all of this, fill it with industry and all of those smaller sets. And this will be the path in between which the new highway takes. Just down there, that'll kind of mess things up a little bit, but I think that our traffic flow shouldn't be too problematic even with that. What? How's this space occupied? There we go. Alright, so that's a really fat residential area. I'll probably go ahead and widen these a little bit. The big tell is eventually going to be where we can no longer... Okay, let's see. We'll just set it up like that. That should be fine. I feel as though we might be able to get away with this level for really the whole way. We might have a problem getting some of those fancy gardens to exist at this level of angle. Other than that, though, free real estate. Alright, so yeah, this will all be new residential. I guess at some point we kind of messed up the grid system, but that's not the biggest problem at the moment. And we're out of money, so that's not great. But we're making a ton. And really the big goal with this is just to make so much money that it doesn't matter that the city is going to flood. Because we'll just be able to buy a solution. And that, folks, is why we shouldn't worry about global warming. Just make enough money that we can buy our way out. Now, is that actually a good strategy? We will find out in this very game. Although really, yeah, like, I mean, I guess in this case it's totally out of our control. And depending on how much of an American you are, and I am an American, I'm not saying this in a disparaging way, you know, maybe global warming is out of our control too. Who's to say? Who's to say? At any rate, though, the big news is that this is all gonna be new land for our city to just kind of gobble up and turn into great things. So, yeah, we'll get all of that water infrastructure ready to go. It'll be fantastic stuff. We even have a little bit of extra room to expand. Not that we'll really end up utilizing it, as it might be a bit too far out of the way. And ideally, these will fill themselves up in the flood. Kind of taking care of themselves. A larger structure might come they're so underwater. Well, alright. Nothing can be done about that. So I'm just building more stuff. More ideas, that's going pretty quick. Flood these areas up with brand new glorious industry. Yeah. Alright, cool. Also, one of the good things about using the fire station is they have a lot of water, and using as much water as possible is totally a legitimate goal for our city opponent. I'm not sure how much water this will take. Let's start draining this guy out. That landfill needs to just start pouring out over here. So let's see. So far, the water level hasn't risen at all. Don't really want to destroy anything, but we may be at a point where we need to. That. No real solution here. Oh, there we go. That very barely counts. Okay. And so far this little island thing still exists, so no real worries yet. I'm not sure when this is gonna... There it goes. Oh, wait a minute. There are waves now. Could that have been the straw that broke the camel's back? I'm not sure if there had been waves previously or not. That could be a problem. That could be a considerable problem. But for now, no real reason to get too worried about it. You know, not being like that's too worried about it before it becomes a crazy problem that just dooms the city. But, you know, we're not at that stage yet. This is a very popular site, by the way. That railroad track. Which is good. We built it to be popular and to be used. But it is starting to make me question how well we've got it all set up. Oh wow, traffic is going so much better through this whole area. We really cleared things up. Cars are all funneling down, doing great stuff for our society. Now we have a ton of money in the bank. So let's go ahead and start spending some of it. Now we do still have that massive loan, but as everyone with a massive loan ever has probably thought, let's just pretend that this doesn't exist while we buy the things that we want. Did I mention I don't actually have a credit score? Anyway, let's see. So that was an exit. Lots of people just kind of float on out through there. Apparently space land use worries all of a sudden. Boom, there you go. These guys can exit onto this. Not that anyone will ever need to. But, you know, it maintains that little consistency that we've had where we always have, you know, exits and entrances for both areas. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that one, though. Alright, so, exit, exit. So this should be an entrance. Just slide that guy over there. Second one just goes up. I realize we have totally just ruined the whole organization by doing that this way. Okay, so yeah, we've kind of just messed up the whole plot. Well, I mean, I guess there's nothing intrinsically demanding that they be on the same level. You know, we'll just fix it on this one. So we'll build exits here. So yeah, that's actually the thing, is we always try to build the exits so that it kind of traps people. So they can't just use it as a little cross street. There we go. A little wonky, but successful. Now how we're going to get an exit to here is going to be a little bit of a problem. Well, I guess not. We can just kind of run it over. Okay. And now we'll build a little tunnel. Keep up the tradition, because that works really well, it turns out. So 1, 2, tunnel. Sweet. So yeah, this should actually be a really good system. I'm actually so happy to have come across this design, because it makes things so much easier. Alright, get a little entrance going. Second little entrance going. All sorts of entrances. This is a pretty peaceful thing, all things considered. Yeah, I guess an exit. Yep. Out. No. Really? Huh. We'll build this one first. There we go. Now it's happy. How is this too steep? Is there actually an issue there? Weird. Alright. That might be like slightly worse, and it definitely looks like it's more filled and complicated than over here. But nevertheless, hopefully it'll work decently well. These will be entrances. And, you know, we'll do that thing that we've done. Actually, you know what? Nah, we'll just leave that. We'll eventually add more anyway. Alright, people are filling in. We're getting cash money. Lots of traffic here. Kind of sensible, seeing as there's a little ways you have to go to get to the next one. So that is a bit of an issue. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, that looks like that's going to be enough of a problem. You know, why did I do that? I could have just turned those around. Because, yeah, this will be entrances. Yeah, it counts. Counts a little bit. Oh, wow, nice. I'm surprised that works. And we'll get some exits. We're gonna need to just flood this place with exits. Okay, now this might have that issue where people just use this as like a through street. Don't you do it, people. As long as you don't do it, you can keep that. Alright. But since these are going to have additional traffic just by the general layout of the area, we will go ahead and expand them to 2 lanes. That should be decent.